Imagine for a moment that the entire history of the universe, from its first instant to today, was contained in a movie. An epic film that lasts 13.8 billion years. Now, you take the remote control and press rewind. You see galaxies retreat, stars blink out, space shrinking. Everything compresses towards a point of infinite heat and density. And you reach the first frame, the Big Bang. But your restless mind asks a forbidden question, the one that challenges the very limits of reality. What was there just before the movie started? What is behind the screen? Today, you are going to discover that the answer is not a simple nothing, but an abyss of possibilities so fascinating and unsettling that it will forever change the way you see existence. In the next few moments, we will not only explore the frontiers of scientific knowledge, but also peer into the void beyond, where physics breaks down and philosophy takes over. Our journey begins with a humble recognition. Science, that powerful tool that took us to the moon and deciphered the code of life, finds here its insurmountable wall. Einstein's equations, the laws of thermodynamics, all our most refined physics work wonderfully from a tiny fraction of a second after the Big Bang. But at the zero moment, at the so-called singularity, the mathematics explode. Density and temperature become infinite. It's like trying to use a bathroom thermometer to measure the heart of the sun. It melts. It's useless. The Big Bang is not the beginning in time. It is the beginning of time. And that is the first great revelation. We cannot ask, what was before? Using the concept of before, because time, as we understand it, was born in that event. It's like asking, what is north of the North Pole? But the human mind does not resign. And at the edge of the known, theories arise, bold conceptual frameworks that try to peek behind the curtain. They are not confirmed answers, but possible paths that theoretical physics explores. One of the most striking is the idea of a cosmic bounce, or a big bounce. Imagine an accordion. The universe would not be a single explosion from nothing, but the latest of many cycles. A previous universe would have contracted to a state of maximum compression, but instead of collapsing into nothingness, it bounced, driving the expansion we see today. Our Big Bang would then be the great bounce of a prior cosmos that died. There is no before in linear time, but an eternal cycle of contraction and expansion. The movie does not have a single beginning. It is an infinite series, where the end of one is the start of the next. Then there is the dizzying proposal of multiverses, or parallel universes. Our universe would be a bubble, one of many in a vast cosmic multiverse, like foam in an infinite ocean. The Big Bang would be the moment our bubble of space-time inflated and separated from that primordial ocean. And what was before would simply be other universes, with different physical laws, existing in a higher dimension. We, inside our bubble, cannot see them, but they could be there. Perhaps, in some sense, everything that is possible exists somewhere in the multiverse. And we cannot forget the steady-state theory, a minority view today, but intellectually challenging. It proposes that there was no beginning. The universe has always existed and will always be essentially the same. The expansion we observe would be compensated by the continuous creation of new matter in empty space. The Big Bang, in this view, would be an illusion, a local event within an eternal and unchanging cosmos. It is an idea that radically rejects the need for an origin. But there is one theory that is perhaps the hardest to digest, the most controversial of all, the possibility that the universe simply created itself from nothing. But this nothing is not absolute emptiness. It is a quantum vacuum, a boiling sea of potentiality, where, thanks to the laws of quantum mechanics, virtual particles can pop into and out of existence. Some physicists propose that the entire universe is a quantum fluctuation on a colossal scale, that it emerged spontaneously, without cause, from that quantum nothing. This completely disarms our intuition. We live in a world of cause and effect. A glass falls because you pushed it. The idea that the entire cosmos has no cause, that it simply is deeply perplexing and opens a fierce debate between science, philosophy, and theology. Can something come from nothing? Or is our definition of nothing wrong? So, what do we know with some certainty? We know the universe has been expanding and cooling from an initial state of immense energy. We know this from the cosmic microwave background, that fossilized echo of the Big Bang that fills all of space. We know that the physical laws, as we know them, cannot describe the moment of the singularity. And what don't we know? We don't know if time has a real edge. We don't know if our universe is unique or part of a multitude. We don't know if the question, what was before, even makes physical sense. This is the ultimate mystery, the great enigma that places us on the edge of the abyss of our own understanding. Reflect on this. Every atom in your body, every molecule of air you breathe, every grain of dust in space was forged in that primordial instant. You don't just live in the universe. You are a part of the universe that has become conscious of itself, and that now, billions of years later, turns to look at its own Earth and wonders what might have existed before everything began. We are the way the cosmos explores itself. Now it's your turn. This is a territory of ideas, not certainties. Which of these theories seems most convincing to you? Do you think we will ever be able to know the answer? Or are we doomed to speculate at the ultimate limit of science? Discussion is what moves us forward. If this journey to the edge of reality has sparked your curiosity, if you have felt small and yet immensely special, then you have felt the true spark of discovery. Like this video if you want us to explore more abysses like this one. Subscribe so you don't miss the next journey into the mysteries of the cosmos. And above all, comment. Tell us what you think was before. Your idea, no matter how wild it seems, is part of this eternal human search. The conversation starts now.